What's good? What's good? I swear, first of all, before I get into the topic, this Rittenhouse shit, this Kyle Rittenhouse shit is all over everywhere, even SportsCenter. I'm trying to watch SportsCenter, and then it's literally every half hour they throw in that Rittenhouse stuff. Like, why on SportsCenter? You're watching highlights of the Celtics Lakers game, the Bucks game, Mavericks game, and then bam, Kyle Rittenhouse. Then you watch more highlights of like tennis or something, hockey, and then bam, Kyle Rittenhouse. Like this Rittenhouse stuff is nuts. Now you have all these people coming. You got Steve Nash commenting on it right there. You got Chris Middleton of the Bucks commenting. You know, this Rittenhouse stuff is nuts. And then the thing is, like, it's not even a race thing this time, because I think he shot two white dudes, and I think all the people he injured were white. It was during the riots of, I forget what riots it was. It was like Kenosha, Wisconsin riots of some dude got killed by the police. I forgot who it was, like, and it was a black dude. But I think all the people that the guy who's like 17, I guess Rittenhouse is like 17, all the people he shot were white, from what I understand. So it's not even a race thing on this. There's videos out of the whole incident. I mean, he seemed to be surrounded by a group of people, and then he unloaded, and then the group dispersed. I mean, like, just don't gang up on a dude with a gun. I mean, shit. I don't know what my opinion is one way or the other, or just talking to my buddy about this. Like, I don't know enough on the thing. But you got NBA players tweeting about it. Looks like not many people are happy about the verdict that he was acquitted on all charges. But when I watched the news, it seemed like, from the perspective of like lawyers and shit, they're not surprised that he was acquitted. Which probably means the evidence of the case was the evidence of the case. I mean, to me, he was surrounded by a group of people and then he shot, the group dispersed. I mean, to me, don't gang up on a person with a gun. But it is what it is. Okay, like now, going into the topic of like society in general. See, this is what I mean, right? You don't, I feel like you're raising a kid or whatever, don't set the expectations too high. Ooh, Giannis. I'm watching that block by Giannis was nuts. I'm bad if my vision keeps going toward this side because I'm watching SportsCenter, and that block by Giannis today was absolutely insane. Like, let's see if I can post a highlight of it during the video. Who knows? But my videos, honestly, I'm getting hated on by YouTube for that creativity. Like, they don't like copyrighted music. I wonder if they'll like highlights in there even. But yeah, it's a topic. Don't set too high of expectations, because especially for y'all that were raised. Okay, I might have to cut the video a bit because there's going to be some noise. Okay, my bad. I had to cut some of that, or I will on the video, because there was some noise downstairs because my brother got back and then he was like taking shit out of his car, closing the door and shit. So like, yeah, but now we're back here. Basically all I was saying though, you can't set this expectations to, oh shit, there's a Beatles movie? Sorry, I'm like watching TV out here. I can't believe there's gonna be like a Beatles movie out here. It's not bad at all. A docu-series. Oh, it's on Disney Plus. What do you know? But yeah, I mean, the thing is, especially if you grew up religious in like any type of religion, you're basically screwed. Unless like you just stay within that religion for your entire life. Because how do I explain this? Like, it's like expectations versus reality. So happiness is that formula. Happiness is expectations minus reality. Or something like that. I don't know how reality minus expectation. I have no fucking clue, but like, you'll get the picture. Like, your expectations are just set way too high if you have an upbringing that was like that, like maybe your parents like tried to baby you or some shit, sheltered you, or like they used religion to shelter you or something. Like however you were sheltered, basically you're gonna get screwed over in the long run, because you're gonna get out into like the world in general, and then it's like all not, it's gonna be like not up to the expectations that you had, and you'll realize it quickly too. So like I hate saying like expectations, like saying that things aren't up to like or up to my expectations or whatever, because like that's kind of an arrogant statement, but it just is what it is. Like you know, you can't really shy away from the truth. So in the truth was just like, for me personally, for example, like what I expected was like kind of below. Like for example, I thought like people got married eventually. You know, no matter what like you did, at some point people would. Okay, I gotta end it again. I'll be back. Okay, what's good? There we go. Had to end the recording twice. Let's see if I have the energy to edit it so it's relatively fluid out here. Got distracted twice, but it is what it is. So like, where was I? Like, okay, so expectations versus reality. So like one expectation, like I thought, maybe not like literally everybody, but I thought that the vast majority of people would like end up having families and shit. But then you grow up and then you realize, okay, wait, it's like 50% of people don't really, and then like a bunch of these families are broken and shit. And then like things just make way more sense to you, but then it's just like less appealing. What's another thing? Like also like a lot of these dudes who you know, let's say like started like cool shit, like, or what you thought was cool. Like for example, I kind of thought that, okay, another distraction out here. I'll be back. Okay, I swear you just can't get a video done out here. This is why it was better when I was doing it in my room. But like for various reasons I can't, like my lights don't work. So I can't do it in there. But this is why it's better doing it in your room, just less distractions. I wonder if I can edit this whole video to make this shit make sense. But just expectations versus reality, man, is all I gotta say. Like you can't raise a kid with too high of expectations, because then when he goes out or she goes out and then realizes that things don't live up to his or her expectations, one, like there's an arrogance that comes with that that's like not great. And then two, you just won't do anything. Like nothing will be worth doing, because you're never going to basically get those expectations met. So then you end up kind of just, you know, sitting back and like just trying to like stack your money and save it, and like not associate as little as possible with like things in general. And then honestly, like I kind of tried to avoid doing that. So like I'm like broke, for example, for one thing. So like I'm forced to engage with different stuff, or else, you know, I'm going to be homeless or whatever. So like I tried to like I think I suffered from like the too high of expectations, but like I tried to do things to where I was forced to engage with things in general, so I couldn't just sit back and like ignore everything, which some of my friends do, or some of the people I knew. I don't know about friends, but some of the people that I knew back in the day, some of them do, which honestly, you know, I can't really blame them. Maybe, and if I had a better gaming setup, like let's say I wasn't broke and I had like a gaming PC and all this shit. I was just talking to my buddy and he has like this nice ass gaming PC, like chips from Taiwan and everything. If I had one of those, then I probably would say fuck it and just like sit back and say whatever. But like I'm dumb enough to like not have enough money to buy that shit right now. So yeah, I can't necessarily do that. Honestly, going back to that, I'm just gonna wrap the video up because it's been cut off so long. I don't even know how long it is, but it's probably like too long to be worth watching at this point. Like I said, gaming is the future. People got like crazy ass gaming setups that they spend a lot of money on, and there are great games coming out. Like there's a lot of just good games you can buy just on off of Steam. A lot of them have great online presences, and if you can get good at some of these popular games, man, you can even make money off that shit. And then a lot of people are just gaming these days, so you could have a whole friend group on like just playing games, man. Like you could just stream them, do all that shit. You could have a YouTube channel off of it. So like I ain't even hating on the gaming these days. If I had the money to do it, I'd probably be doing it too. I was never too into PC gaming though, to be honest. But these days, if you can hook up your controller to it, like you could hook up your PS4, PS5, or like Xbox controller to your PC and like just use your PC as the screen and pretend like you're playing back in the console days, man, using that controller. So honestly, like PC Master Race facts is just straight up that PC Master Race, they're just taking over everything, man. I swear PCs are taking over everything. It just is what it is. Like if you can't beat them, join it. Like get with it or get left behind, straight up. I'm getting left behind a little bit, but it is what it is, man. PC Master Race. I'd be playing Maddens and shit on PC because they got all of the old Maddens with like updated, I think it's like emulator, I think it's called emulation or whatever. I don't even know how it is, but like they got all the old games with like updated rosters and shit. They got online presences. I'd be stomping dudes on old Maddens. I'd be stomping dudes on old Maddens right now. And you know, I'm still playing Madden 07. Like, after this, I'm gonna be playing, like, loading up my career on Madden 07 on my PS2. So, like, man, I that PC shit is tight. And then a lot of the old sports games are, like, $2 online, man. You really can't beat that shit. So if you got the whole setup, man, you're square. Like, you're set. Like, square in a good way. Like, you're set in terms of, like, you're square. Like, not square in a bad way, like you a lame or whatever. Like square in a good way. But yeah, you know, that's all I got for today. I don't even know if the topic really got said because I kept getting cut off, but fuck it. There's my video for the day. I'll catch y'all later. If y'all still watching, y'all are troopers. I probably won't put music for like the next week, and I'm gonna see if it affects my impressions. Cause like my impressions are like going down, but my views and the like some of the stats like basically going up with the views I have, but like the impressions are going down, and I think it's because I'm using copyrighted shit. It's like YouTube is like drowning in my swag basically, and like they can't take it, so like they're trying to kill me. Sorry, I don't know if that made sense. Yeah, I gotta think of a better I don't know way of saying it. Like, they can't take my swag is basically what I'm trying to say. And then because of it, they're trying to shut me out. Like, maybe it's not, I don't think it's because of the MGTOW tag, I think it's because of the copyrighted shit. But fuck it, we'll see. We'll just see for the next week, not put music in there and see what happens. But alright, hope y'all enjoyed the video and the Sports Center. Alright, I'll catch y'all later.